I guess just how things went today and how critical it is for helping students and their families get ready.
Yes, so we're super excited to have hosted this back to school fair. It went very well. We had 2 sessions for folks to come earlier today on their lunch break or during the day or here this evening after work. I think we serve somewhere in the neighborhood of about 5,000 families, so excited to be able to equip our students with what they need to be successful going into the school year.
Okay, speaking of going into the school year, what's ahead? We were just talking in the story about protocols. I know you've been working with the health department. Dr. Kane last week told us no requirements but recommendations. When will you be, can you tell us what's going to be recommended?
Sure, so we're a couple of weeks away from the start of the year, finalizing our sort of internal protocols, and so we expect to share with families in the next couple of days what they can expect for the start of the school year.
How hard has this been, juggling and not knowing, and Delta variant, kids under 12 not vaccinated, and just it's tough.
It is a balancing act like none other. We've had this past year to give us a little bit of experience under our belt as we deal with balancing those things. Obviously, we always want to be lending our ear to the health department and the health officials who have, the most up-to-date, most comprehensive data, so that as we're thinking about what are the best decisions for our students, we have that expertise at our disposal. So very thankful to be a partner with the health department in helping us figure that out.
Dr. Kane said it wasn't just about masks, but just other things. You have to think about visitor policies and sports and choir and everything else.
All of those things that go into making a school work, all of those things that we understand to be what school is, are all parts of those things we have to plan for. And so our hope is to make sure, again, we're keeping the safety and the health of our students and our staff as the top priority, but ensuring we can be in school and do so for as long as possible, hopefully the entire school year in person, where we know kids generally learn best.
And then just on a different topic, it's also the start of the new transportation plan. Are you ready for that? Are parents ready? Have they?
I think we're ready. We had a long, extensive conversation with our board and with the general community about some of the shifts we're making. And so letters are going out to families over the course of the next couple of weeks, again, informing them of bus stops and bus times and all of those things like we do at the start of the school year, along with some additional supports for families who may be transitioning to, for example, being a walker or being an Indigo rider. So the team's been working very hard to prepare for that transition.
So what types of transitions, how are you helping with that?
Sure, so we are doing things that are school-based things, like giving parents and students the opportunity to ride Indigo, for example, if they're making that transition before the first day of school arrives, to get some practice time in. For those who are walking, making sure they understand what are some of the routes they can take to get to school each day, partnering up with neighbors or friends who might also be taking that same route to school. So just ways that we can build connection, really, and make that transition a little bit easier for our families.
I know that there's been some criticism and some parents worried about safety issues. What do you say to them or to people who think, is this a good idea?
It's new for some of our families. For others of our families, they've been walking in their communities for quite some time. So I think anything new is going to take some time to get adjusted to. So we understand that. We want to make sure folks feel like they are supported in making that transition, which is why we're working to build those connections if folks are neighbors or are close to each other. We're talking with our city, we're talking with our IPS security to make sure, to the extent that we can, we want to make sure our kids are safe. But it takes all of us. And so my message would be, it takes all of us to create a safe community. And so we're all in this together to create that experience for our kids.
Anything you want to add that I haven't asked you?
I don't think so. We're really excited about the start of the school year and welcoming back our students August 2nd.